decided to go live after hopping in on Trending's live, and then my reception went left, so then I missed the end. But we had gotten to a brief perimenopause discussion, and let me tell you, I didn't get a chance to respond. Trending, if you actually see this video, I'm down for a menopause discussion because it has totally jacked up my entire summer. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, totally jacked up my entire summer. Hi, Creole girl. And I say that in the most sincere and honest way possible. Hi, B. Renee. Y'all, there's an accident in front of me. I'm trying to even figure out how this accident occurred. Y'all ever see an accident and be like, this accident don't make no sense? How did this accident happen? I promise you, people can't drive. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And um, and I was like, I'm gonna just go live and talk about it because I do my best to be as transparent as possible. Y'all know this about me, and I don't mind sharing if I feel like it'll help somebody. Hey, cutie pie. Hi, Mama Bees. If I feel like it'll help somebody, I will. And honestly, y'all, today has been one of those days where I have honestly felt like just having a crying spell, like a crying fit, and I'm not even kidding. And I'm going to do my best not to even get emotional on this live because that's just where I am today. Can I just be honest with y'all? Today is a day where I honestly feel like I have a bucket of tears. And a lot of this started over the summer. Like back in May, I started to realize that I was having hot flashes. Weird hot flashes. And as a person who is normally cold, it was really strange to me. Like, where are these hot flashes coming from? I had really bad insomnia. Couldn't sleep. I would wake up at random times throughout the night. And then my cycle started being really janky. Like, y'all, for the longest time, I promise you, my cycle was like clockwork. I mean, clocking it, baby, it's going to be here. Then back in May, I noticed like my cycle was never the same. I have had 2 cycles this month. Um so like, listen, it is so wild to me. Um 2 cycles in a month is diabolical. Legitimately diabolical. I don't know another word for it. Yeah, cutie pie, it's so wild. My cycle is all over the place. And my emotions, I'm like, I'm not necessarily an emotionally unstable person. I have very good control of my emotions. I almost am like weirdly stoic at times, even in the most uncomfortable situations. Since May, I cannot say that. I feel so bad. My boyfriend probably thinks I'm insane. He's been so loving and supportive. Y'all, this man has had to deal with my moodiness, my mood swings, my emotions being literally in the toilet some days and then really high other days, but it's never the same. And I feel like I'm going crazy. I hate to say that. And I know I'm not. These are similar things that I feel like people who are in perimenopause experience, but we don't talk about it. So I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, why didn't you tell me that it's like this? Like, why didn't you share with me that having perimenopause literally makes you insane? And she was like, yeah, I got perimenopause early, actually before I turned 40. Hey, Teresa. So I'm like, It's horrible. Linda, not those hidden in the bushes. That's hilarious. Yeah, I have an appointment with my OBGYN on Thursday, Sharon, because something's got to give. Something's got to give. I can't do it anymore. I just can't. It's just one of those things where this is not the move. You said, my doctor said, ask my mom questions. I laughed so hard. My mom is very churchy. So stuff like this, I feel like they don't even talk about it. Like everything's so freaking hush hush. But I need y'all to stop being hush hush because I should not have been so stunned and caught off guard with all the things and the changes that are happening as a result of getting older. I'm completely okay with aging gracefully. Y'all, I have not had a pinch of plastic surgery to correct any of my aging things. Not a thing. Never. I've never had plastic surgery. Um, but this shock, I was not prepared for. And it's been so incredibly frustrating to deal with. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. It's been frustrating. It really has. And I try to be better about understanding my body and knowing my body. And I talk to my daughters about it. Yeah, oh, thank you, Cece. Let me tell you what. My boyfriend is going to get whatever this body gives him. Okay? Because I am terrified of surgery that's unnecessary. And we see so many women dying from plastic surgery these days. I'm good on it. If my boobs are down to the floor, baby, that's what he's gonna get. I'm not putting fillers in my face. I'm not doing nothing. Okay? Nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing. I actually made a joke when I was on Love and Marriage DC. And I said everybody else on my show was a plastic wonder because I was the only person that hadn't had plastic surgery. I kid you not. I said I was the only real one on the show, and I was basically referring to the fact that I had everybody had at least their boobs done, boobs done, liposuction, something like that. Y'all, I ain't liposuction a thing. I ain't did my boobs. No. Oh gosh, I just don't believe in it. I just don't believe it's the such thing as aging gracefully. Now, I feel like every mom who has a C-section should be given plastic surgery credit to repair our stomachs after we have C-sections because your stomach never goes back to the same. I believe that moms should be given like a complimentary tummy tuck when they have C-sections. I feel like that's the only thing I would want to do is do a tummy tuck. But at this point, I'm going to just have to live with it. Like, it is what it is. Long as my man is happy and he's not complaining. Because y'all do know men don't care. These women go get all this plastic surgery thinking that it helps with men. Men would screw a hippo. Y'all do know this, right? As long as there's a hole, men will screw it. And I'm not trying to be crass. I'm not trying to be crass. But women go through too much trouble because men don't care. When I tell y'all some of the women that I've seen men have sex with, it's never about looks. It's just the hole. It's an available hole. And a man that's a hoe will screw a hole. Doesn't matter what the hole looks like. And I think the more honest and realistic we are as women in making excuses for these men and thinking that, oh, it's because I wasn't going to the gym. Girl, girl, no, it has nothing to do with that. Did y'all see what our grandmas used to wear? My grandma had 12 kids, and all she wore was a duster. My grandmother spent most of her life in an old country duster and still had 12 kids. My grandpa was crazy about my grandmother. They were married for 60 plus years. I just think we underestimate. I think we overestimate men. Men are very simple. Available holes is what they look for. Girl, I have a fupa too. I remember I was fat shamed by one of my castmates. I think I told her she looked like the letter P, and she told me that I needed to get my fupa taken care of. I said, not you fat shaming because I chose to leave my pouch after giving life and decided not to look like the letter P. Ain't that rich? All that to say, child, this fupa is here to stay. Like I said, if my baby don't like it, I don't know what to tell him. He's stuck with it. He is stuck with it. Because I'm not going under the knife for no man that just needs a hoe. Yeah, Michelle named. Actually, Wellington from Reality Rundown clocked that tea. He actually said, I didn't appreciate how you were fat shamed. So I don't think she realized that others saw her comment. But I was like, yeah, you're insulting a lot of your audience, ma'am, who can't afford plastic surgery. People just be saying stuff on these shows. I swear to God, most people don't. You said, look how many times Halle Berry was cheated on. You better talk about it. Y'all, the prettiest women in the world have been cheated on. I, as an NFL wife, do y'all know these women that these men had as wives, they were baddies. Every last one of them got cheated on. These men don't care what you look like. And the crazy part is they would cheat on them with women who looked had half their looks. And I'm not saying that looks are everything, but it's one of those things where it's like we can't sit here and say that looks matter to men who just want holes to plug. And I'm trying to be as kind as I can without being crass. You know what I mean? Like, men just want a hoe, y'all. Some of these men, not all of them, some of them, was raised with some decency. But a lot of these men just want hoes. Baby, you got a hoe. That's all they look for. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Absolutely. And she's gorgeous. It's not about looks. It's never about looks. Ever. Um, am I on birth control? No, I don't believe. I have tried to do birth control. My body does not agree with birth control. So I literally either I would use condoms or I just don't have sex. Best way to prevent pregnancy is not to have sex. Definite way to keep yourself pregnancy free. Or, do your best to protect yourself. Yeah, Denise, Perimenopause can be very mental, and that's why I'm pissed that people don't talk about it more. Like I said, I have an appointment on Thursday because I have really been struggling. Y'all, I have had bouts of depression and crying over the last 4 or 5 months that I have never experienced before in my life. I'm generally a very abnormally happy person. I would not say that that has been my reality the last 4 or 5 months. I have literally battled depression, and my doctor was like, that's a symptom of perimenopause. What? Y'all, it's rough. You said I would not have sex on my ovulation day. Child, I wish I could use that, what you call it, the rhythm method. I have given birth to 5 children. That don't work too well for me. A fertile myrtle over here. I cannot play no games. If I'm playing them type games, I need to be ready to have some diapers on deck. You said I'm 60 now. Child. You said I really wish women would stop being so desperate over me. I'm trying to tell you. You said I be feeling like, you said personal summers. That's an amazing term for what it feels like. It's so true. Hey, Samantha. It's not a joke, ham sandwich. I'm telling you now. It's so hard. It's so hard. Like I don't know. Like I said, I'm typically very positive, but I have not been this the past 4 months. I don't feel like myself. Like I literally feel like something is wrong. Something is wrong. And like now, I literally have my air on. It's cool outside, but I'm hot. Like I want, if I could, I'm telling you, it's just wild. You said your body is in medical menopause due to your fibroids. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that, Samantha. So I work with this organization called We Can Wear White, which is an organization, you should look it up. It supports um, Black and brown women who deal with fibroids. And I participated in their event last year with my sister because my sister has had her bout with fibroids. And it's to the point now where she doesn't even know if she can have kids. And my sister has never had kids before. And I'm like, this is so crazy to me that fibroids are so prevalent nowadays. We don't even talk about that in our community. A lot of women are suffering in silence. Hey, Faith, this is Substance. Oh, Linda, I sleep with the fan. I sleep with the air on and I sleep with the fan. I'm not going to sleep without my fan. Um, but she had to switch doctors recently to get a second opinion because she thinks she's going to have another surgery. Like, why are Black women suffering from fibroids so much? Like, why is it so bad? Y'all, I never heard of this before until the last 5 to 10 years. The amount of Black women who struggle with fibroids or infertility, a lot of my friends, y'all, can't have kids naturally. And it's just crazy to me. You said my kids and husband be freezing. I'm telling you. I got it. I can't. Sleeping without a fan don't even seem right. But now I need the fan because I be so dang hot. I'm like, what is going on? And I'm telling y'all, I'm anemic, so I'm naturally cold. I've always been naturally cold. Not anymore. When I tell y'all, I was sweating. I mean, sweating at the Commanders game. I had on all them layers, baby. by the time I got done singing, I had sweated a bucket of water. My boyfriend we had to ask the lady to take us back to a bathroom, because I couldn't go into the dressing room. There was other people in there. Take me back to a bathroom so he could help me take off all them layers. So all I had on was my jersey. So I was so hot. Hey Terry. Oh, I was so hot. You said they've begun to link scientifically to relaxers. Girl, are you kidding me? You said it was 74. Teresa, baby, it was 85 in my clothes. It was not the day. It was not the day to have on layers. Let me tell you, I paid for that. Hey, Bama girl. I It wouldn't surprise me if it was linked to relaxers. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Samantha, this is the beautiful thing. I ain't gonna hold you. If my kids were to come home from their dad's house while they were not with me, if they left something at my house and stopped by, they might catch me naked, because I don't have time for clothes these days. I don't. I be hot as Hades, and I just don't have time for it. I take my liberties. I live alone. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. And I am not ashamed. You said you have never had relaxers and you have fibroids. You know what? It's interesting. Um, it's interesting. I honestly, y'all, I think some of it has to do with our diet. The relaxer thing would not surprise me because it's chemicals, and we don't ever know um what is in chemicals. We can't. There's no way to know. But I do think our diet has a lot to do with it. Y'all, the food that we eat in America, do y'all know how horrible it is? When I was in London, I literally had some of the best food. Food tasted, and Brits are not known for their cuisine, y'all. But because we ate a vegan cuisine, y'all, it was some of the best food I have had in a long time. My system felt amazing, and y'all know what I mean. Okay. um my system was systeming, and as a person who deals with um I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which is a form of IBD. Now granted, I've been in remission for about, I don't know, I periodically go through remission. I can't even say, time and time again. I'm currently in remission. That's what I'll say. I'm currently in remission. I got diagnosed like 20 years ago. You guys know I do a lot of patient advocacy work about that. But I'm telling you, single-handedly, if I change my diet, it legitimately improves my symptoms, almost down to not having any symptoms and going into remission. Versus if I just eat this trash we sell to our people over here in America, you can kiss my intestines goodbye, because it's trash. It's legitimate trash. The pesticides, the chemicals, the lab grown food they feed us is trash. And it's not because these people don't eat. These people eat a lot. They just don't have crap in their food. That's the one thing I notice. Cece, you telling the truth. Most countries don't allow our trash over there. And can you blame them? Because it's crap. And they know it's crap. They absolutely know it's crap. You said they eat, yes. Now in Britain, They walk all the time. Like, they walk so much. Child, let me know how much I didn't walk. I did walk. Okay, now that I'm parked, I can actually look at these comments. You said the only thing that helped was changing your diet to very little meat and occasional seafood. You said, I also found that drinking alcohol makes the mental symptoms worse. Yep, I cut out alcohol as well. That's so true. Child, what is with these fools? I noticed that when I go live using the YouTube app, I get a lot more trolls. And they be some racist trolls, bastards. You said the food in Basel, Switzerland is disgusting. I need to go there for a week, child. That's the case. You said I saw the title and sprinted over, child. We talking about all our perimenopausal worries. I do feel like exercise, incorporating exercise. I think the challenge for me right now is that, honestly, y'all, since I do have autoimmune disorders I manage, I don't always have the energy. I battle straight fatigue so much. Um, and that's hard for me. So to have the energy to actually go work out, and I know a lot of people are just like, push through, you'll feel better after you go. And that may be true, but for those of you that understand dealing with autoimmune disorders, this ain't your typical type of fatigue. Like, it's hard. It's hard to push through it sometimes. But I do feel like exercise is probably good for perimenopause. You said I just finished 3 iron infusions. Dang. I had to do an iron treatment at the top of this year. My iron was stupid low. So I had to be on this it was a huge amount of iron. You said that's understandable. I deal with that too. Yeah. It is, Latoya. I really wish it wasn't. Y'all, let me tell you, I should talk about this more. Maybe it'll be helpful to y'all. I try to remain positive and I try to just leave my life as normally as possible. But y'all, I'm going to be honest. Oh, somebody's mama, your memory being scatterbrained from perimenopause. Oh my God. You talking about forgetfulness? My kids make fun of me now. It's ridiculous. So I have 2 different autoimmune disorders. I have ulcerative colitis. You guys can look that up. It's a form of IBD that impacts your intestine, a section of your intestine. And then I have rheumatoid arthritis, which means um it impacts all of your joints. And some of my joints are worse than others. I'm not even going to hold you. Some are fine, some aren't. But I'm going to be honest, my elbows, like, I couldn't straighten my elbow. The weather's changing. Typically, when the weather gets colder, people with joint problems struggle. So the weather started to change and my elbows were tripping. So I went to my doctor and I was like, listen, I'm having issues straightening my elbows. She was like, you're absolutely right. I'm going to send you to a specialist. Y'all, I had to get steroid shots in my elbows. Have y'all ever heard of this? So it's an outpatient procedure. They have to use an ultrasound camera to, hey Pisces life, they have to use an ultrasound camera to put shots in your elbows, and they stick it with the camera down into the joint. Baby, I ain't a person that deals well with shots. So when I tell you that I about came unglued, insanity. I had to get shots in both of my elbows. You said sugar feeds all. I agree. You said my iron was 7.9. Yeah, so I don't like to do infusions because I regularly take injections for my autoimmune disorders. So I try to avoid as many shots as I can. But I take a high concentrated iron supplement, and I usually do that. She puts me on it for 12 weeks, and that usually jumpstarts my iron. But a lot of people do iron infusions, and I've heard that they're very helpful. You said, did the doctor use freeze spray on your elbow? So it's not just so it's not just freeze spray. They actually hard to explain. So literally, it's like they stick a needle to numb your elbow area. So it's not just freeze spray. They have to literally go in and numb your elbow, and then go back in with the needle to put the medicine in there. It's a whole thing. It's literally like an outpatient procedure. She gets shots for her Crohn's. Yeah. Oh, Shottown, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Not 3 places in your back. Oh my gosh. I do them for some reason the arthritis only bothers my knees, my wrist, and my elbows. Like my fingers, like my knuckles and my wrists are full of arthritis. Yeah, get a clue. Health is wealth. That's one of the reasons why I went vegan. It's literally one of the reasons why I went vegan, and I try to practice a healthy lifestyle, because that's all you got. You only get one body. Yep, Denise, I agree. Diet change is very critical. But back to this forgetfulness, y'all. You said, so are the shots like medical Botox shots? Not even close. My shots, uh, you know what? I'm ready to go in my house. Y'all come with me. I just pulled up to my house. They are not like Botox. I wish they wouldn't be as freaking painful. I'll actually show you what my shot looks like. I don't mind. If you guys want to see, I don't mind showing you. But I actually have to give myself a self-injection every 2 weeks. I actually just gave myself an injection yesterday. I typically take them in my thighs. I don't use my abdomen because honestly, my fupa doesn't allow for me to pinpoint exactly where it belongs. I'm just being honest, y'all. I don't put it. My fupa's too pudgy. So when they say you can put it in your abdomen, I'm like, well, where exactly it go? You see what I'm saying? Do you lift it up? So I just don't even bother. I just go on my thigh because honestly, it's less painful. And because the needle is not all that small, it's just not pleasant. I've learned to get through it, but it's not an easy shot to take. All right. Thank you guys for liking the chat. Okay, we're going to go in here for a second. Give me un momento, por favor. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Because like I said, I don't mind sharing. And it's the easiest way to explain what I have to do because it's what it is. So I actually take this injection twice a month. This is literally what it looks like. Okay. This is the injection that I take twice a month. So the bottom is the plunger, and then the top, you have to pull this to expose the needle. Now I can actually show you guys because I'm not taking it right now. But this is the size of the needle. And I have to put that in my thigh. It is not fun, y'all. I do this twice a month. I alternate legs. And for a person who literally is not a needle person, it sucks. But it's what I gotta do. You say, yikes. faint. I know. I do this twice a month, y'all. I don't take antidepressants. It ain't. I already take enough medication. I try to avoid adding more. I'm like, so that's what I do twice a month. Unfortunately, it sucks, but you said my husband will become a nurse. So my boyfriend is actually skittish, so he can't. I have to do it myself. And I've been doing it myself, y'all. This has been my life for, I don't even know. It's just what it is. So a part of my decision for leaving Love and Marriage DC was because the stress from the show was actually causing my autoimmune disorders to flare, and I didn't have time for that. The stress is a huge agitator to autoimmune disorders. You can't live in stress. It doesn't work that way. So, y'all, I'm actually just getting home. I got to run back out there and get some bags out the car. Yeah, stress causes flare-ups for sure. I'm going to get some stuff out the car, and then I'll go back live. I think I'm going to go live on TikTok, though, because I haven't been live on TikTok. So if you guys haven't followed me on TikTok, it's ImSimplyWinter, just like it is over here. Go follow me on TikTok. I'll probably go live and chit chat about perimenopause and all things health related over there, because why not? It's a great topic, and like I said, there's a lot of people that are going through it. Yes, I have a TikTok. So it's ImSimplyWinter, and yeah, we'll finish the discussion, and I got a little time since it's just me. I'm home alone. Thank you, Linda, thank you for moderating today. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Give me like 10 minutes and I'll be back over there.